Hello. Today we are going to look at target-based augmented reality using HP Reveal. We are going to take pictures of ourselves and we are going to overlay words on top of them. Today I've got two pictures of myself because I'm going to be using two different languages for the overlays. The two pictures I have of myself, I'm using a princess theme, like a movie princess theme, where they start the movie off with glasses and everybody thinks they're a homely person, and then halfway through somebody takes off the glasses and lo and behold they're like this magnificently beautiful person. So I've taken two pictures of myself, one with glasses, one without, and I've put them together using Photoshop. I'm going to use two Alaskan Native languages, the first one being Deg Xinag, which is the language of the Deg Xinag people, and Łingít, which is the language of the Tlingit people. We are just going to put the different names for different parts of the faces. And it came from working in Sitka and working with Nancy Douglas and George Hawley and Shelley Lindberg, and we came up with this way of making augments based on faces. So these are the Deg Xinag words for eye, nose, mouth, ear, and hair. And these are the Łingít words for the shape. And I have made most of these words in Photoshop except for the final word for nose in Deg Xinag. So to do this, I had opened Photoshop. And if you see here, I have two layers open on the same image. This image is about 300 pixels wide and 150 pixels tall. I changed the background on each of these by themes, so these are the same body part, and you can tell because it's the same color in the background. That's just a visual thing. You don't have to do anything like that. But I do recommend you use a template so all of them look the same. I have the text tool and I just highlighted the word Lu, which is Tlingit for nose, and I need to put the word for nose in Deg Xinag. So, that's a little big. I'm going to go in and just change that to about a 58. That's all I need to do. If you click here, you see it looks just like the other one. I'm going to save this as, and I just use the word, and I don't want to keep it as a Photoshop document. I'm going to change it to a JPEG. Now, it's naturally wanting to do a Photoshop document because I have the layers here open at the same time. And JPEGs, for the most part, are going to be collapsed layers. It's only going to be one layer. You could force it to save as a JPEG. It's going to be just as fine. This is also optional. I would just keep it at a max just to avoid any sort of pixelation. And that is all I need to do there. Make sure I got this on my background here. There we are. So those are all the words I need. I am actually going to go to Aurasma now. So this is my account on Aurasma or HP Reveal. It opens up in the My Auras. These are assets. These are the images that get put on top of them. But these images are my images that are the targets. It's what I'm going to scan with my smart device and get the augments. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new aura, and I'm going to upload a trigger image. Inside this, I'm opening it from my desktop. I'm going to hit Browse, and I am going to find the picture of two pictures of me put together. I'm going to hit Save. So it's saying that the image has some of these issues. It should be fine. They're kind of doing this kind of to save their tails a little bit. I would just hit yes. We're going to go in and hit Next, and I'm going to click to add overlay. So if I go to my image here, my eyes, I know I need to get the Deg Xinag word for eye, the Tlingit word for eye. Oop, forgot to mention here. So this is the type. I don't want to upload a video. I want to upload an image. this is the word. Hit save. Don't worry about that. If you see it come up here, it just means that it didn't save in its right format. I would go ahead and fix it so it looks kind of like what it was supposed to be. And then we're going to resize. And I do this by going down into the corner. I hold Shift to keep it all in proportion. And then I move it. And now it's okay if it's outside of the image here. In fact, that might be preferable in a couple things. And I'm just going to keep adding overlays. Here, I'm going to try to do this a little faster. We're on eyes. It's giving me that same kind of error. So if you see here, on one side, I have the Tlingit word. On the other side, I have the Deg Xinag word. And I'm going to do that with all. My next one is nose. Okay, so a few minutes have passed by. I've gone in and taken all my words in Deg Xinag and Łingít, and I have put them on my target. You can see that there's a scroll bar here. Go up and down. I've also decided to label the two different sides if it wasn't obvious enough for whoever's looking at it. But so they're labeled. This is Deg Xinag and Łingít. I could go in there and add English words, but I like it kind of like this. I have gone in and taken the words for eyes and I've put them over the eyes, the words for nose, put them on the nose, words for mouth on the mouth, ears for the ears, and hair for hair. That's pretty easy. What I want to do now is preview it. So to preview, I'm going to click preview. It brings up this little image. I'm going to go ahead and get on my reflector here. And I have the Erasma app open. I'll show you what that looks like. Or HP Reveal. It's going to take me a while to get used to saying HP Reveal. It used to be called Erasma. So I click on HP Reveal. It opens up with this start screen. The start screen is just the screen where we're going to go around looking for targets. So I'm going to look for this little target right there. And I have got my words pretty much where I want them. The Deg Xinag and Łingít where I put them originally. That'll save after a little bit of refreshing. But other than that, the augments are working, so I am happy. And I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to hit next. And I have everything shared and ready to go.